Well, hello again, YouTube. AJ Shaver here, and we've got a little bit of snow on the ground. Today's going to be the warmest day for the next 7 or 10. I think today's high is like 36, and then Monday's like 9 with like a negative 11 something overnight. I was really hoping to get the split 4 splitters here for videos for today, but they didn't ship out of Canada quite yet. They loaded the trailer on Thursday, but we haven't seen it yet, so hopefully Monday. But there'll be 10 inches of snow on the ground Monday and stupid cold. So I did get a phone call today from Pizza Paul. He's looking for some more bags over at his Firewood stand. So that's what we're going to do today. Well, like I said, about 36 today is the high. Just going to go over here. I'm debating whether I want to take the 4,500 or take the 2,500 for pulling the trailer. Both do pretty well. This is what the wood yard looks like in the beginning of January. Not much here, so I've got maybe 2 or 3 triaxle loads of logs there. That's what I've got left for bag inventory. Still have that 1824 gas back there, and this is the setup pile that we just use the excavator for spinning and loading the live deck on the 1824. But was talking with a customer of mine from up in Wisconsin, and he's wanting some pictures and videos of how we move the log loader, or how we use the log loader for taking the bags around. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, and yeah, the wife Suburban does some really nice donuts and figure eights. Now, I cannot confirm or deny who may or may not have been in the driver's seat, but I will say it was pretty fun. All right, well, I found my broom that I need to get the deck cleaned off of the RFR 07 trailer. And I think I'm going to take the pickup truck out. It's got some snow on it, but we're going to go over and do a little pond hockey at a friend's house later today, so that way I can get the truck out and cleaned off and warmed up and all that kind of good stuff. So let's start that process and go from there. One thing that I like to do, and I've learned this over the course of time, is I like to stack the wood underneath the strap versus just letting it go over the bag. Because if you can get a good tight squeeze on it and all that wood is underneath the strap like that, you can apply a lot more even pressure on the bag for transport, and it doesn't really wiggle down inside the firewood bag, so it comes loose. Now, going over to Pizza Paul's is maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, depending a red light or two. But I will not have to get back out and tighten this back down. As you saw, I do get a pretty good tension on it with the trucker straps. I've actually broken the pallet before, then that sucks. But doing it this way, we've had minimal straps come loose, or I've never even lost a bag, knock on wood, coming off the trailer. But it seems this gives me a better squeeze is if I reorganize the pile so it's perpendicular underneath the strap up and over for a better, tension for pulling down on the whole bag. Oh, you might be wondering why I load the firewood bag so far back on the trailer versus centering the load. Well, normally I'm moving 3 or 4 bags, and that's just kind of the position that I like them in. Plus, with the loader being on the front, I already have the hitch weight, so it's not like I'm disproportionately, weighted out here on the trailer. That loader weighs probably 2,400 pounds, and that's on the hitch. You saw the back suspension drop when we hooked up to it, and that's empty. So if anything, this kind of balances things out a little bit. And then the second reason is if the bag is up here in the beginning, or in the front, from all the geometry here in the loader, it's only about 4 feet off the trailer deck when it's all the way to the front. So this just lets me grab and move a little bit quicker because I don't have to work that secondary boom to bring it back forward. Not that it takes a lot of time. It's just one of those things that I've learned where I'm going. It's a full reach, and it's just easier just to drop it at 21 feet, bring it back over with a minimum adjustment, hook onto it again, and go from there. So, all right, time to get on the road. All right, so we're heading over to Pizza Paul's. Just got done loading the 2 bags on here, and I always think about things like after the video has been done, so I figure I'll just put the phone in the little car grip holder here and see if this works out. You saw me in the video, I took the forks and just kind of bounced the bag on the ground a little bit. Just after everything kind of stretches in the bag and, things kind of settle in, the wood shrinks a little bit, whatever you want to say, I found a better result by tapping that bag on the ground. It's that last minute kind of settle in, for the bag itself before you go down the road. Because if you pick it up all nice and smooth at the wood yard, set on the deck all nice and gentle, and then hit a couple potholes, I don't know what your roads are like, but our Pennsylvania ones are absolutely horrible. So then it takes that, factor out of it, I guess, or at least limits it. Just bouncing that bag a little bit, just trying to get that firewood to settle down, as much as possible, because we're just loading right off the conveyor, so it's a gravity fall in. You would think one piece bouncing on top of the other would suffice, but it doesn't. We've been literally hauling firewood on a trailer like this since, I want to say 2017. So we've learned a couple of things along the way, and if I can help you, have a little bit better, safer experience with transport and stuff in the firewood bags, try to do that as a tip and a trick, as well as like the walk-arounds and talk about the trailers and why we do what we do. So that was one thing I forgot to mention in shooting the video. The other piece is, like I said, with the trailer having a 19-foot 6 deck, we can kind of run with either loader, the 19 or the 21 footer. It just comes down to what you're picking up and what you're doing with the trailer. The last one that we had was a deck over dump, because I thought I was going to dump the firewood a lot more than what I did with it. So when we got this one, I just went to the bunk, but we put down that diamond plate floor on it, and It just seems to work better. It's a lighter trailer. This one empty weighs about 4,600 pounds, and it's a 16.5 GVWR, so I get a lot more carry capacity, cargo capacity with this one than with the last one, because that weighed, I want to say like 7,400 pounds, because we had the toolbox and the equipment ramps and just all the other things that we had on it, so it really bit into the carry capacity. And one thing that I was talking with Tim about from Wisconsin was the combined weight. So if this trailer weighs, round numbers, we'll call it 5,000 pounds, and that's the trailer static sitting there. Once this is coupled to the truck, about 2,000 pounds of that goes to the truck, because it's now carrying that heavy hitch because the loader sits so far forward. So I mean, you could really play around with, you know, a combined weight. I have this truck and trailer registered at 26,000 pounds for the combination weight. I'm sure you know why I'm doing that. But that's just the last little tidbit to it. We do offer these trailers as a dump trailer, you know, traditional 2-foot sides, the 24 inches worth of mesh for a good 4-foot side. But then we can also do, you know, 4-foot solid, 6-foot solid. We get into the big gooseneck, you know, storm cleanup, debris trailers, and all that kind of fun stuff. That's like our big Bertha one that's been out in the video around the channel, you know, for a while now. And just looking here to see how I can pull into Pizza Paul's. I might have to come up to the back entrance. Skinny thoughts, see if I can fit through here. But anyway, talking and driving. So I think that'll pretty much round out the different trailer models. And usually when I shoot something in a vertical format like this, I've got some pictures rolling, you know, next to it. So maybe I'll put up the different kinds of trailers that we've had in or that we get in, and just so you have an idea of what it is. Now, price-wise, a trailer like mine with all the upgrades on it, as you see it here, is about $44,000, and that's got a delivery number in it to get it to Dallas, Pennsylvania. And the dump trailers are probably starting off as a 14,000 pounder, somewhere in that upper 30s, to go to a 16,000 pounder, you're in the low 40s, and it kind of goes from there. So we've got those pricing videos are out there too, so just search around the channel. I'll see if I can find them and put a tag, you know, up here in the top for you to quick reference piece. But gonna get out here, take our straps off, and I'll show you how this loader handles these big bags at full reach, because we're gonna shoot 21 feet away from the trailer. All right, so this is all I was using for connecting the grapple to the bag itself. Just a standard 3/8 inch standard chain. And like the safety hooks, I like the little spring piece. It just helps contain the upper strap on the bag so nothing slides out of there. We just do 4 of those, that's all that it is. And now it's time to take the trailer back home and close this video out. So, all right, so we're all strapped back down again. I did grab some of my empty bags, threw a strap over them, and now we'll head on back to the woodlot. And I wanted to show you that's where I hang the chains, up here on the little safety shield for the power pack. Makes a real nice spot for them. In talking with Tim This morning he was asking how somebody justifies, you know, a $40,000 trailer like what this is. I said it all comes down to economy. So if you're just going to use it once in a while, probably doesn't make a bunch of sense. I try to go out loaded and come back loaded. You know, I'll take firewood bags out, try to have something lined up where I can pick up logs on the way back in. The fireworks shop is so close to the house, there's not really much in between, so I don't mind just run over and coming back empty. But the other side of it is, even if you're not using it every day, it's a matter of time. So if you have a utility trailer or a flat deck trailer or something, you load your tractor, your skid steer, your MT, you know, whatever on, or mini skid on it to go out and gather wood, load. Now you got to bring that loaded trailer back to the wood yard, have something there to either take it off or dump it out. Then you got to play pickup sticks later. And then when it's dark and late and you're tired for the day, you've got to go back to the job site and pick up that piece of equipment that you use to load the trailer to bring the firewood logs home. The other one that we've been doing a lot with have been the local sawyers, where they want to go out and pick up like one log, bring it back to their place, process it through for lumber, make a big mantle out of it, do something for the homeowner where they don't want to move a piece of equipment, pay a logger with a big truck, you know, do anything like that. And it just comes down to that efficiency. You're saving yourself that last run of the day to go get that piece of equipment. And if your day is anything like mine, it's pretty full. So if I can save 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half at the end of the day when it's dark, when things tend to go wrong, I'm gonna take this trailer over the equipment trailer and a piece of equipment every time. We bought a lot of firewood the last few years, but when we were first starting out with our firewood business, I was using this trailer pretty regularly to go behind like a tree company and pick up, you know, the log laying stuff from either, you know, a new house going in, a lot clearing job, anything where I could get decent processor grade wood for free. Our first trailer paid for itself just by doing that alone. And then to get the extra utility to do something like this, what we did this morning was taking out the firewood bags to drop off on a job site. So it's just the customers that we service have realized the utility of the bag, because over here at Pizza Paul's place, he just comes in with the skid steer, grabs the pallet and moves the bag out front, loads his little bins, and then puts the pallet away. There's no handling and rehandling of the firewood. You know, down at Dom's barbecue, B3Q barbecue, he's doing the same thing. You know, we take the bag off the trailer, go over the fence, set it up in order where he's got his hickory, he has his cherry, it's right next to the smoker. He grabs an armful, throws it in the smoker, and goes from there. Again, no handling or rehandling of anything. It's a nice measured quantity. It's a verified quantity because we've done it a couple of different times, and it works out so very nice. And for us being able to load it, you know, right off of the conveyor, there's no, you know, rehandling of anything. So it works out really the best in all worlds, as far as just keeping my hands off the firewood. We do sell the bags online. They're over at shaverequipment.com, and then there's 4 different models now to go through. There's the log lift like we used today, where you can see that mosquito netting, and it's really nice where in a retail location like what Paul has, that you can look into the bag, you know what's there. There's no hidden things in it. You know, it's not just air gapped out or big nasty chunks in the bottom. It has the unloading loops where you've seen our video of flipping the bag into the back of the trailer and or in the back of the truck. So those are really nice and handy. The power lift is the same size bag, 1/3 of a cord, but it has that white ventilated sides on all 4 sides versus the mosquito netting, and there's no unloading loops on it. It's kind of like my fill it and forget it bag. Again, verified quantity. It is 1/3 of a cord, but I just want to fill it, sell it, and forget about it. I've used those over at Paul's before just because he's hand unloading it. He doesn't need the unloading loops on it, but today I wanted to show off. That's what we took over. Then we do the mini log lift bag, where it's a 1/6 of a cord, and that is nice for the hobbyist or somebody with a smaller framed, you know, little tractor with a set of forks on it, because it weighs about half as much as the big bag. So you're somewhere around, you know, 400 to 500 pounds. Let's see if I can keep the camera from bouncing going up the dirt road here. And then we get into our barrow bag, which is that new one that you've seen out there. If you're using 16-inch pieces, it holds about 9 cubic feet worth of firewood. So those are all over on shaverequipment.com. The trailers we're trying to get posted up on the website, but it's just, they're so customizable that I can't really have, you know, a price point on them. I know about what they should be, but everybody likes to tweak things. Again, even like this trailer, you know, we've upgraded it with tires and the diamond plate and all that kind of stuff. So it's got some options on it. You know, a base one of these is probably upper 30s. And then again, we just got to figure out where we have to deliver it to. So best bet, just to give me a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. And again, it's just, we'll have a quick conversation. I'll figure out what you guys want, put together a full quote on it, and then you'll know exactly where we stand. You know, it'll be a line item proposal, everything written down: trailer, loader, options, tire package, the whole bit. So if there's something that you don't want on there, we can take it off. If there's something that you do want on there, we can add it back in. So give us a phone call, shoot us an email. Happy to discuss with you some different things. We use everything that we sell, and that kind of gives us a head up over just the factory number, or just, we've been there, we've done that. I can kind of help you through, you know, different trailers, different options, and spec everything out like you want. So 833-SPLITTER. It's 833-775-4887, or you can email me, sales@shaverequipment.com. And please hit that like and subscribe button here on the channel so you can stay up to date on everything we have going on. And I would love to earn your business with that sales quote. I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. This one got a little bit longer than I wanted, but lots of good content, lots of good tips, awesome trailer, great bags. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.